Alrighty, welcome in everyone. We're going to give it a minute or so and let people come in and get situated. Grab your water, grab your popcorn. We'll be getting started soon.
Hello and welcome, everybody. We have two people named Alex running the show today.
We'll make sure to keep it nice and confusing on who's talking, but luckily you only need to remember one name.
Yes, exactly. Just shout it. Shout it into the chat as necessary.
All right, welcome in everyone. We're just giving it a
Welcome.
minute.
I've gotten myself down to only consuming this much. Can you see it on my camera? This much,
No, there you go.
this much coffee a day.
What is how many ounces is that?
This is half a liter. This is like nothing.
A liter. I don't know what a liter is. I'm sorry.
It's like oh man, I'm gonna embarrass myself in front of our
Liter of cola.
liter of cola. Our Super Trooper fans in the chat will know what we're talking about. But yeah, it's not a ton. I feel a lot better not consuming an entire pot of coffee every day. Pro tip, drink water. Don't drink too much coffee, everybody.
Your body will thank you, and your
Yeah.
sleep will thank you as well.
Also very true.
All right. How are we feeling, Alex? Do we want to jump in or give it a minute?
Yup. The number is still going up a little bit, but I don't think we're gonna hurt anybody's feelings if we get going here.
Excellent. I know time is precious for our construction folks. Coming from the former construction world myself, we'll just jump into introductions here. So my name is Alex Mansky. I'm a current CX enablement analyst here at BuildOps, former customer success manager. I've been here 4+ years. Prior to that, my elevator pitch is I'm not a software guy. I'm not an engineer. I'm not a SaaS person. I come from construction. My entire family comes from the sheet metal business. I started my life and my career sweeping the floors at a mechanical contractor, all within Chicago. Moved my way up. I did everything and anything under the sun, from driving trucks, estimating, you name it, all the grunt work. Worked my way up to project management, and then jumped over to general contracting in Chicago as well, and then jumped over to an electrical engineering firm doing kind of a hybrid PM superintendent role when my family and I moved out of state. And then once I looked for a change and I found BuildOps, I fell in love with the software, no joke. And I know I wanted it to be involved to help my family and my friends because I wish I had it when I was in commercial contracting. Alex?
Thank you, Alex. I'm Alex Crum. I am on the lifecycle team here at BuildOps, and on the opposite ends of the spectrum, I am the software guy and not the construction guy here. But I have worked at a lot of great software companies, from HubSpot to Autodesk and everything in between. So I've been around the block plenty of times, and I know what makes really good software. And BuildOps is definitely one of those things. I love working in a place where you have a piece of software that lets you make stuff. It lets you build something new, lets you be creative and also be productive, which is really what attracted me here in the first place. And I haven't been here as long as Alex Mansky, but I have been here long enough to appreciate the feel of the product and all that people can get out of it. So I'm excited to get a little bit in depth here with you and learn about some of the newer features that we're excited to push out.
Excellent. Excellent. We're happy to have you, man. And thank you for allowing me to be on here and help out
Yeah.
our friends and families in construction. So, for those of you that aren't aware of what today's call is about, we're going to be talking projects, aka construction. That's where I came from. I came from the tenant interior world. And more specifically, we're going to be showing you guys the upgrades and changes recently to three different modules, both web and mobile. We're going to be talking about change orders V2. We're going to be talking about RFIs and how they link to drawings. And we're going to be talking about submittals as well. We're going to be starting off on the web, kind of going through that life cycle of how it may start all the way to the change order in the end, getting approved so you guys can work on it. And then we'll jump over to mobile and show you how it's easy, so easy for your mobile folks, for your foremen, your superintendents, or just the office folks that jump into a mobile role and see everything and anything on it. And we're going to be talking about why documentation really decides whether you get paid. I mean, how many times this is literally was my job. How many times have we been working through spreadsheets and 4 different versions of the spreadsheet, or different documentation, or different customer portals, or different softwares in order to get this information, or even just pen and paper? When I first started, we all did this on pen and paper, and we had binders tracking everything, and everything got lost. And I have egg on my face from personal experience from when I was a mechanical PM, telling a general contractor that that was the last change order, no more changes, no more money that I'm going to be asking for. We can start closing out the project, to literally the next day realizing that I had one more that I didn't send them because I was looking at the wrong file. And I got my butt chewed out because that GC already talked to their customer saying that that was it. That was it. So he got his butt chewed out. So it all rolls downhill. So I got the worst of it. And I never heard the end of it, but it was a valuable lesson that I took from it. And we're going to be showing you how everything now lives within BuildOps, both web and mobile, really. And you can see the latest and greatest of everything. It's really great. With that is the live scenario. So we're going to be going through the actual demo. There's not going to be much content as far as going through a million slides. We're going to be jumping into it literally right after this. So stay tuned. And then at the end, I'm just going to give you guys a quick high-level description of something new that's going to be coming, something we're calling OpsAI. And I've personally had the ability to test it, and it's really, really cool. And I'm super excited for you guys to test it as well when it's ready for customer testing, which is right around the corner. You guys can toss in questions in the chat as you like, and if there's time, we'll be getting to it. If not, we'll be able to follow up with your CSMs, or you'll be able to follow up with your CSMs, ask additional questions as well. A fair warning, I will be chatting rather quickly because we have a lot of content to get through, and I want to make sure that I show you everything. So I apologize if I'm end up talking fast or I'm clicking fast. I will try to keep it as a reasonable pace, but 30 minutes is a lot. We're already deep into it now, so I want to jump into it with you guys. So don't worry, though.
I might be interrupting you from time to time if
Yeah,
the chat has some really good thoughts, just to steer
feel
the
free.
conversation and also to keep you on your toes, because I think that's going to
Yes.
keep everybody honest as well. Yeah, let's see it.
I told Alex at a time, I like to get into the weeds. I can talk construction all day. That's what we do at every celebration when the family gets together. So I can just lose track of time very easily. So I just love talking construction. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to jump into the BuildOps web. I've already got a project ready to rock here. Now, as we're talking through this, I want to preface from the beginning, there's no notifications, alerts, or emails that are notifying the individuals on either end of these workflows. It's something that we're looking into at the moment, but currently, while everything is visible to both web and mobile users, the communication, or at least developing a muscle memory or a habit of checking, hey, first thing in the morning, checking if something's been looked at, if the status changed. However, on top of that, to help, you've got 2 different things you can take advantage of in BuildOps. You've got custom table views. So within these different pages, we can navigate and give ourselves custom table views, and I'll be pointing that out to you guys as well. And then the second thing is our dashboard module up on the upper left here, the reporting module. You can create custom reports where you can create what's called a scheduled export. Think of it as a scheduled email, and you can give it conditional forming. So if an RFI has been answered, or if a change order has been approved, send specific data or information to this email or emails. So take advantage of that as well. Also keep in mind that your roles and permissions may not be as open or allowing these workflows as mine. So I've got the gates to the kingdom as both a web and a mobile user. Your company may not allow for mobile RFI creation or mobile PCO creation. But don't let that stop you. There's still going to be ways where you can take advantage of that, and I'll try to include that in my descriptions as well. Always follow your company policies first. This is just an example of how you could take advantage of BuildOps, but we want to preference, please take advantage or please follow your company policies. So with all of the terms and conditions out of the way, let's jump in. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you guys the RFIs. And what I want to get at is actually what I want to start here is in the dashboard module. So when you jump into your project, if you want to get a high level of where we're at, what's open, start in this dashboard, scroll all the way down, and you've got document control right here ready to rock. So this can tell you kind of where you may want to start. Do I want to look at my overdue RFIs? Do I want to look at my change orders? Do I want to look at my submittals? Do I want to look at my daily reports? So we'll give this a second and we'll give it to load. You can see the green bar loading. You can see I have 2 overdue RFIs right now. And then when this loads, it's going to show me my submittals. Let's go give this a good old-fashioned refresh. And we'll scroll down again. So again, I'm in my project dashboard here. And I'm going to scroll all the way down. Typically doesn't load this slow, but luckily my local area has been having some internet issues. So what this is going to do is show me, there we go, thank you. We've got some unapproved change order costs. So if your manager asks you, hey, how many dollars worth of change orders are open right now? You can say a little under 10 grand. Cool, let's talk about that. I've got 2 unapproved change orders. I've got 1 submittal item that's needed, 1 overdue submittal package, and 2 overdue RFIs. So I've got some work to do here. So we can use this as kind of a game plan of where we want to start. Now, the whole process, depending on your workflows, your permissions, can start a little differently. Typically, it's in the field, right? So it'll start with typically either a foreman or let's just say a technician creating a mobile RFI, which I'll show you a little bit later, or it could start with the daily report. So for those of you that aren't aware of it, there's a section inside of the daily report called out of scope work. Anytime anything is written inside of the out of scope work section, a PCO or potential change order will automatically be created. So if I I would need to let my my project manager know, hey, I just created a daily report or I created an RFI. That also an mobile or an RFI in general, web or mobile, will also create a PCO. So you can always get that in if you're an office user here, get in the